week, we will be having Real Master Jeomju Kim. So her name is Kim Jeomju in Korea. When I just saw the picture, I was like, I've never seen her. Who is she? So I figured it would be better for us to know her story before we attending Monday's seminar, because there will be a translation. So lucky for me, if she speaks Korean, yes, I have no problem understanding. But all my partners are non-speak Korean. So I wanted to go over some of the story that I found out watching some of the video and some of the tips or anything that she talked about. And when I was looking for her video, actually, we did see her on the Zoom meetings. I was like, oh, that's her. It just looks like the same person. I think this one looks better because when I just saw this one, I thought she's in ladies around like late 40s or early 50. That's what I thought. Right. So I was like, oh, we've never seen her. But when I was searching her name, we watched one of her auto sales master lecture. How she talks, she talks very elegantly. And she talks the way people can understand very clearly. So I kind of learned, oh, I want to talk like her before. So how she made Atomy. So it was kind of unique story too. Yes, she wasn't in. It's not that she was interested in the business or she was looking for this. She only met Atomy, I mean, pure of trying to help a friend. So she heard one of her coworker, because she worked as a insurance salesperson before. There was other jobs she have done it, but she worked as a insurance salesperson. But one of the ex-coworker, tried different business and failed. But when she heard that the ex-coworker started a new business, she wanted to help it out. So she asked and find out what it was. It was he was disputing some of the ingredients for the restaurants. Like you get fruit and vegetable from the local farm and distributing to the restaurants. That's what she's been doing. But somehow that failed also. And later she heard that friend start selling cosmetic. So she said, oh, you know what? Maybe that one I can help. So she called that person and said, you know what? I want to help you. So I want to buy the skincare. That's how she started with Atomy. So she got the Atomy skincare set. So I'm sure at the time it was 6 skincare set. I don't think it was 5 skincare set without the BB cream. That's how early she started. So you can kind of picture, oh, she's kind of really, really early bird of Atomy. Yes. So that's the story how she met Atomy, how she started Atomy. She started the skincare. She started using the skincare. She started getting compliment. She started share to the people, buying off the skincare. She started share, and later she got a commission. So she asked a friend, you know what? I used the product because I liked it and I shared, but now I got a commission from Atomy. What is it all about? So this is what her friend who was selling Atomy the skincare product explained. Since you didn't use the product for yourself only, since you shared also, this is the advertising fee that Atomy giving it to you. So since you've been helping Atomy company to advertise Atomy to other consumers, so that's the money you'll be getting it. Advertising fee. So she said, oh, that's interesting. So that's how she got excited about to know the business opportunity. So how she made it out to me, just buy the product, but that one commission somehow opened her eyes with the opportunity with Atomy. See, long coverage insurance making sales every month like a picking stars from the sky. I told you she was a salesperson. She was depending on labor income only. So it's on the next screen too. Okay, you know why I put this picture? I didn't know. I had no idea. We've seen her, like Zoom answers, Zoom. And they usually invite 2 leaders, and she's the MC. She's the MC, and she kind of leads that Zoom answers to Zoom that session. She's a daughter. I had no idea. I mean, yes, I've seen her several times because she also does MC for the Success Academy in Korea. And she shows here and there different short programs in Atomy, but I didn't know that she's a daughter of this real master. So mom started, when she started, I was shocked when she said that. She started when Him was only 30 sachet in a box. She's like a grandma in that to me. She have seen how Atomy has grown from nothing to billion-dollar company. Have you seen anybody who tried it when there was 30 sachet? I think I never heard the story. She experienced it all. When she first got introduced to Him, first introduced Atomy, they only had a 30 sachet in a box. And we know, I remember the price. But I mean, what I mean is like 30 sachet in a box, but it wasn't that $700. Through Atomy, so of course it was the price that we see right now. And later, they increased to 48. And later they increased to 54. And then now 60 sachet in a box. She witnessed it all. We only see it on the website or in a magazine, Atomy magazine. So she actually really seen everything. And the place where she started Atomy is Iksan. I know some of you who's been really watching some of the leaders' lectures, you know what the Iksan. Iksan is a place our Imperial Master #1 started at Atomy, and that's our Atomy #1 center opened. And I think now she created one of the biggest center and the most luxurious looking center after Imperial Master #1 became an Imperial Master. So what types of business or what not a business, what types of work she have done it before Atomy? She sold milk, not even at the store, like she said that she was in a motorcycle. So she was in the motorcycle, and at the back of the motorcycle, she had a certain milk that she needed to deliver. That's what she did also. She did that. She did that for several years, and after that, she also selling books. And the latest job before Atomy was selling insurance. So all the job that she have experienced is solely dependent on labor income. So she always had a concern in her mind. If I get sick, if something happens, the income that I'm depending on, maybe I cannot even get it. Yes, I'm healthy. I'm working right now. That's why I get what I get. However, if anything ever happens to me, I cannot go out and sell the milk. I cannot go and meet people to sell the insurance. So that gave her worries, but she had no choice. But after she met Atomy, she realized the importance of creating this system income. In her another lecture, she also talked about some of the information that we know it already, the information that Robert Kiyosaki has mentioned. Depending on the labor income, you cannot dream yourself becoming a rich. In order for you to achieve successful life, or in order for you to create the wealth, you have three options. Either you create a system, you buy the system, you join the system. When she was explaining that, I was like, oh yeah. I mean, we heard about it, but I think nobody ever explained it simpler in that way. So creating a system, it's like, people who getting an incentive or royalties, people who can, people like artists by selling their art, or the singers who get the copyrights, writers, right? Writers who publish the book, they get incentive for those. So that's creating a system. They created with their talent, but not everybody can do it. No, not doing, sorry. Buying the system. So basically, when I mention buying the system, you can think of examples. Buying McDonald's. McDonald's, you buying the system, right? System already created to run the franchise, so you buying it. You buying Jollibee. That's also buying the system. But to buy the system, you need a capital investment. It's not for free. So this option is not for everybody. Last option, join the system. What does that mean? Just like us. Remember, Atomy create a system already. Atomy create success system already. Only thing we need to do, join. So from the category that Robert Kiyosaki created it, either you create a system, purchase the system, join the system, we fall for the last section. That's why it is very important for us to plug into this success system, right? Joining this success system. Without it, success is big question mark. She said it didn't mean, it was very hard for me to even imagine myself becoming a rich. It doesn't mean that I did not work hard. I work hard every day. Every day I go out and work very hard to make money for our family. She said when her daughter was little, when she was selling a milk, when she was a motorcycle, she said, I know it's dangerous, but I didn't have any place to put her. I could not find a daycare to accept her. So I even carry her with me when I'm in a motorcycle. When you even think about it, that's really dangerous. But that's how desperate she was. She was really trying to create an income for the family. So for us, finding a right tool, it's just like let's work smart. Even though you do Atomy, it doesn't mean that you're gonna make an income right away. Probably you need to work harder at first, right? Not only work 9 to 5, maybe you need to work 12 hours a day or 10 hours a day. However, that time can be reduced once you make your own system running for you. But when you don't have the right tool, you need to work 9 to 5 until you die, right? Just like Warren Buffett mentioned. This is a screen capture from the lecture she have done it, Auto Sales Master lecture. So I can also share that lecture. It's an English dubbed, so it's much convenient for you to listen. You don't need to read the subtitles. Yes. So even though while cleaning or washing the dishes, you can still listen to her lectures. When I was listening to her lectures about the Auto Sales Master, I thought of it as a bamboo story. Remember, we always make an example of Atomy business just like a bamboo tree. But she compared as a 63 building. That's the tallest building in Korea. Probably that's why she made a comparison with it. Just like how CN Tower is kind of tallest building in Toronto. So 63 building. So 63 building in Korea. It's really well made, and I think when you watch a Korean drama, they usually like spot that places. It took 7 years for them to build a 63-story buildings. But look at this. In order for them to just make a base alone, not even going up the floors, just making the base alone, right? Strong foundation. How many years? 4 years. It took 4 years for them to make a strong foundation. So she said that's how she will explain to other people. When you explain that, oh, you're doing it to me or you're doing the marketing, people kind of look down on you and they say, okay, how much are you even making? Do you even make money? How much are you making? Then she will make an example of a 63. So that's how the story got started. So when people look down on her of doing it at Atomy or no marketing, and when people start asking how much money do you make, or do you even making money with it at Atomy, she will make an example with this building. Even this building, just to make a strong foundation, it took them 4 years. For me, my first goal is to become auto sales master. And once I become auto sales master, I can build a 63 building. I can become anything I want in Atomy. I can even go until Imperial Master. So Auto Sales Master, it's our first goal in Atomy that we all need to achieve it. By achieving Auto Sales Master, it's a first level of getting a passive income, system income, so we call it. So if like some of you are thinking that, you know what, I'm working so hard, but I don't really see results these days, think yourself that you are creating a strong foundation and just compare your business to a bamboo tree. Even if you don't really see anything, but you're working so hard, contacting people, getting rejections, attending seminars, attending meetings, but however, it's not increasing your PV or you're not really seeing much results. So you might wonder, is it even happening? Can I even achieve my goal? I don't see anything. What you're doing right now, you are creating a strong foundation. What the bamboo tree was doing for the 4 years while they're just trying to come out 4 centimeters from above the ground, they're making a strong, very strong and big, deep root under the ground. That's why they could grow 30 centimeters every day. Even if you don't see much results, it means that you are creating that strong root so you can grow faster later on. Not only her story, but I like the way how she showed it in one day seminar. She said after doing it at me, her car has been changed. She started with a Marti. So I think the smallest car in Korea. So she said that's what she was driving before, but later it has been changed to Avante. Avante is from, I think, Hyundai. Later, it changed to Grandeur. But now she said, I'm driving Genesis. So Genesis is it's like Korea. I mean, Korea, most expensive car in Korea. All right, everything is electronic and all of that. If I need to compare, it's like luxury line. So even Toyota, they have a luxury line, like Lexus, even Nissan, they have a luxury line like Infinity. So that line, the Genesis is from the Hyundai also. So Grandeur, what's above Grandeur? It's Genesis. So she said through Atomy, my car has been changed, and she also showed a picture, but I didn't include it here. Even where I live has been changed. When I started Atomy, I was paying, even I had a hard time paying $200 monthly rent, which she said I was living in a rental property, where I had a hard time. But now I'm living in a the 2,500 square foot nice apartment with family. So that's how Atomy transformed her life. And through Atomy, I get to help a lot of people, and I can even make a lot of donations to a lot of places. So my life completely has been changed. And I don't have to worry about, getting sick or getting old, because I already have created a system income. I'll give it. One of the question, she answered very nicely. One of the question from the one-day seminar, when I share Atomy, so let's say I'm sharing Atomy products to the people I meet, and they seem to like the product. However, no purchase made. So that was a question. And she said, oh, let's give it applause to the person who came up with this question. The question kind of shows that you are at least going out and meeting people. You are creating an interaction. But that's what many people experience at first. Even if you share, let's say, this sun lotion or this lip gloss, even if they like it, it doesn't mean that they're going to turn into auto consumers right away. Treat them just like a baby, right? And then she made an example of, in order for babies to start walking, they fall, and they get up 3,000 times. In order for them to, right, learn how to walk, they need to fall. Like, they're not going to learn how to walk right away. Even those babies need to go through a lot of trial and error. Get up, fall down, get up, fall down 3,000 times. So she said, treat your members just like a baby. You are expecting, okay, so you like the product, okay, you're my consumer, and start walk now. You cannot expect your baby to walk right away. So she said, sit down or make a time. Okay, this is the product you like. You can go to app or you can go to the website. This is what section you can find. So go step by step, guide them. Don't expect them to become auto consumer, or don't expect them to become adults as soon as they join Atomy or they get introduced to Atomy. I think that's something I did at the very beginning of Atomy business. Anybody that I register, I said, you know what? I give you ID and password. It's all up to you. Go place an order. So it was me that who made a mistake, that I treat them. I asked them to, okay, I just register you. So start walking now. But what she have explained is, take your time to educate them. Take your time to walk through the website. Take your time to explain how to place an order, right? What happens, the order that's not arrived in a certain time. That's where we're getting our general commissions from.